Hello everybody, how you all doing? Hope you're well. Happy whatever day it is. I have rebuilt this green screen at the wrong resolution, so there's just a bar. There's just a bar. That, can you see the bar? Can you see the bar? It's just about there. There's a little bar because this has obviously not been rebuilt at 1920 by 1080. Afternoon. Hello everyone. We have early finish Friday at work, so we've been able to. Graham, are you getting all that static on stream, everyone? Because I'm here with Graham. I can hear myself. Can you hear myself? Can you hear me twice? Because, right. It's very important that... Yeah, okay, so Graham, you're coming through twice. Here's... I'll let you know what's cracking off once Graham gets his life in order.
Better?
That's better.
Right, I'll stay off this. And I'll stay on the video.
Fantastic. Everybody, this is... I don't know what to say. This is Graham. He's my little friend in the phone. So, Graham is a colleague of mine from work. He's PC to computers. You may have seen him in chat in recent days. He is a bona fide hardware genius. He knows everything there is to know about building computers. Last night, stream crashed for the second time in 2 streams and the second time in 3 with the new hardware. And I got very disheartened. I was going to do a big post about how this isn't sustainable, because it's just not. And I sent it to one person, and that was it. And I just thought, I'll get it off my chest. I'll write it down. I'll get it off my chest. And then Graham said, "Come on, we can sort this out." So we spent the last couple of hours trying to get some easy wins. There's a couple more things that we still could do, one of which is a clean reinstall of Windows, possibly, because it might be I'm using a hard drive with my OS, which has been... You're right, mate?
Yeah, keep going.
It might be I'm using my boot drive might still have remnants of Windows 10 on it. By the way, I'm aware there's a white patch there. It's because the skylight's open and I don't normally stream in the day. But here's what we've done. The operator system, which you don't normally see, but that's the thing that I click, we've reduced that from 4K down to 1080p, and I've capped it at 30 FPS. Oh, he's just got his progress. We've capped it at 30 FPS. That seems to have improved things immediately. My green screen scene, which is the one behind me, we've set from ultra to low and capped it at 30 FPS. We've also turned off the VSync count. And what we've done, Graham is also... I'm actually under more load than I normally am at this point, because we've got... I've got WhatsApp, screen sharing, monitor number 5, and Graham is monitoring that, which has got the hardware monitor and the task manager open. Now, all the last few streams, when I've had hardware monitor open, the GPU has been at 100%. On all of them. It's always at 100% no matter what I'm doing. So we spent about 40 minutes doing a test broadcast where everything is in the conditions, everything is open as it normally is for stream, except I wasn't going live. And it didn't get above 40%, apart from a couple of weird things when I moved the window so it was straddling 2 monitors. Then it sort of spiked at 60-70%, but not more than that. We were surprised to find... Where were we going? We were surprised to find how much... GPU usage it takes to just move a window around a monitor.
Yeah.
You can talk, and the boys and girls will hear you at home.
Oh, yeah.
Little Graham has been got us. Our WhatsApp group is kicking off now. Sorry.
Yeah, you're not moving screens about, so we know it's not that.
Yeah.
Unless something thinks that's happening, or there was a slight overlay like you've seen, but I still don't think it's that.
Well, given that the GPU is currently at 35%, admittedly I'm not running up any broadcast software at the moment, but there was another error that came out in the event viewer, the Windows event viewer, that was happening on the last 3 streams. That was again and again and again and again. It was like the last stream, it would happen like 120 times in the space of 2.5 hours. That hasn't happened once since I've adjusted the graphical fidelity of the operator down. I've taken the green screen quality down. What else have we done, Graham? Is that about it?
That is basically it. And we've captured frames. Yeah, we capture frames to 30 frames a second.
We've capped frames. We've switched VSync to 0 on the operator and on the green screen capture, but we haven't done anything to any of the other games. But what if we run up? We run up the Pyramid. We run up Money Box, which is obviously the one that normally takes up the most gumph because it's a poorly optimized studio. And even then, we weren't getting above 50% GPU usage. So, I mean, I'm, once bitten, twice shy, and I feel it might be very optimistic to think that just changing the operator from 4K down to 1080 is going to fix it, because crashes were happening before I was using the operator software. But it does seem more stable, so we thought the best way to test it is just going to be to run a stream. And since we got curtailed last night, I thought, and I've got a bit of time, and Anya's out at the moment, and we've got half an hour free. I thought, well, let's just do a legacy game. Let's just run it for anyone who wants to be here, and we're going to play an old pack of mine of Risky Business, and we'll just have a nice time, do some quiz, and I will feel less stressed. And all the way through, we are under more load than we normally are, because I've got WhatsApp open and I'm screen capturing my 5th monitor, which Graham is monitoring at home. I'm going to put you down there, Graham. I hope that's okay. Yeah, so we're going to do just some normal game night stuff, but on a Friday. Dexter's here as well. Hello, OM Dalton, SJ, AB Me, Nando, DMC, Prey, Lupine, Rushmead, and anyone else who's lingering, loitering, and lurking in the chat. And hello, Dexter. Would you like to do some quiz? I think we should. And that's what we're going to do, and we're just going to see what happens and hope for the best. So we are going to play Risky Business. It's an old pack of mine. Hello, Bear. You're very excitable. Oh, GPU 91%, and back down to 27. But that was because I was resizing a window. So right, Dexter, get down, please. Get down, mate. Good boy. Okay, we're not in test mode, we're not skipping opening titles, we don't need fast validation. I do need to... What are you doing? Silly dog. Silly, smelly animal. Right, Unity projects, game night, originals, Risky Business 2, assets, trivia, used, royal from that date. Which I'm not going to tell you the exact date because you might go and look up the VOD and know all the answers, which is, of course, cheating and not tolerated in this part of the internet. Hashtag silly, smelly animal. I could do a raid message again tonight because there's no reason not to raid if we're doing a bit of spontaneous quiz. Right, Graham, you keep your eye on the levels. Everyone else, enjoy. We're going to play Risky Business, and I'll see you on the other side of the titles. Oh, one thing that's happening is that my transitions between... my OBS transitions are taking longer than they normally do. Not sure what that's all about. It started when I disabled hags, but I don't know, I could undisable hags. What's your thoughts on that, Graham? Over to you.
I was half listening to you. Say it again.
Hags, hardware accelerated graphic scheduling. I disabled it.
Yeah.
And it seems to have made my transition buttons slower.
The hardware acceleration is, again, it's one of them Windows things which has pros and cons. So, is your mouse gone slower?
Not that I've noticed, no.
So, what's going slower? What has it affected, the hardware acceleration?
I don't know. I don't know if it's correlation or causation, but when I change scenes in OBS, so if I'm going to press titles and credits now,
yeah,
2, 3, 4, 5, and then it snaps. So normally that's instant. So I don't know if that's something else, but we'll find out in a minute. Anyway, PC to computers, Jones, Dan, and Davidovich, welcome to the stream. I'll run the titles, and then we'll continue that conversation in a minute. I want it on.
That's what OBS is recommending, because obviously that's offloading. What it's doing is offloading tasks to the dedicated parts. But OBS me have a look to see what OBS actually.
I am actually now thinking that Hags has not affected the transitions because I've just clicked in OBS and actually the problem is with my Stream Deck, which I have been having some issues recently. So maybe I'll turn Hags back on.
But realistically, yeah.
Okay.
I would turn it back on OBS. Specifically say to leave it on. You've turned it off in Windows or in OBS?
In Windows.
There's also a setting for this in OBS as well, they said.
Oh, is there?
Well, yeah, but I can't.
But
again, this is a problem with me reading this as we're going. I don't know if this is true or not.
Okay, fine. Well, look, it's actually an issue with my Stream Deck I've just clocked, which I'm now going to try and fix. Come join the game, by the way. XWCT, it's the code you need. Why is that Stream Deck being slow? It might be something to do with the audio. It's sort of hanging a bit. It's fine because I don't need to use it, but it is quite annoying. Might need a restart. Anyway, XWCT is the code for Risky Business. And well, look at us, we're a nice little, fun little group here, aren't we? AB, me, Ben, Big Bird, Jonathan, Graham, Nando, OD, and Risky Business. There is a hardware accelerator. Yes, Rush Me saying the same thing there. Right, let's lock this lobby, and you keep your eye on the GPU, and we'll see what happens. Let's refresh event viewer. Still nothing coming through, so we all seem happy at the moment. Riff, welcome to the stream. Let's, round one. Favourable odds, you all know how to play, right? Do you know how to play this one, Graham?
No, they're all going to be wrong and I'm half concentrated. Don't panic.
Get the answer right is the long and short, but it's multiple choice, just click a button. In this first question, there will be 4 correct answers out of 5, and if you find one of the right answers, you get 2. If you find a wrong answer, you lose all the points that you've built up, so remember, you don't have to play. Here we go. Question number 1. Options are Battle of Liege, Battle of the Bulge, Battle of Passchendaele, Battle of Ypres, Battle of the Somme. Name a military engagement that took place during World War I. Hello, JR. Welcome to the stream. And BC as well. Welcome on in. Hey, it's a sea of green. As BC said, generally the theme of most quizzes is get the answer right. You all got a correct answer. Liege, Passchendaele, Ypres, and the Somme were all World War I. Battle of the Bulge. Graham, tell us, when was the Battle of the Bulge?
1892.
No, World War II, darling. It was the last major German offensive. Was the Battle of the Bulge? I haven't got any notes here. I might have to look some notes up.
50 years.
Yeah. I mean, you were about your Second World War. I mean, you were sort of mid 30s, probably.
Yeah.
Had a couple of kids by then.
That's right, yeah.
It's funny because actually Graham's about a month younger than I am, but it's funny to pretend that he's the oldest person in the world. Right, let's play our next question. 5 options. 3 of these will be right. 3 points if you can find one. You don't have to play. Options are Nairobi, Cape Town, Lagos, Giza, Dar es Salaam. Name an African city with a population of more than 5 million as of their most recent estimates. Question accurate as of about 2023, probably. Let's find this pack. Did we get it? Who got it right? Lagos, Giza, and Dar es Salaam. Graham, Owen Dalton, and Dan going for wrong answers. Cape Town and Nairobi. No, unfortunately not. Oh yeah, my Stream Decks are broken, so pressing the what a shame button on the Stream Deck is not going to do anything.
What a shame.
Oh, there we go.
What a shame.
I'll press it in the operator instead. Good. Right, on we go. Well done if you got some points. Bad luck if you wiped out. Next question. It's not that pack. Is it this pack? Nope. Is it this Risky Business by Royal Flush Pack? No. Is it this Risky Business by Royal Flush Pack? No. God, there aren't that many. Is it this Risky Business by Royal Flush Pack? No, that's by JR Plays Games, so it's definitely not going to be that. I don't know. Apparently, I'm afraid it does not exist. So I'm going to have to see if I can remember my host notes. 2 correct answers here. 5 points if you can find one. Take a look. Yeah, but you don't have to play. Heather, Joan, Marlene, Raquel, Cassandra. Should get this one, Graham. Name the spouse of a trotter brother from Only Fools and Horses.
I know this one, Dave.
I thought you might know this one. PC2 lifeline, I wanted to get. That'd be a good lifeline, that would. Damn. Raquel and Cassandra were the answers. Joan, I believe, was the mother of Del and Rodney. Marlene was Boise's wife. And Heather, I think, was one of Rodney's girlfriends at one point, but not his wife. So Raquel was married to Del and Cassandra was married to Rodney. Very well done. If you've got some points there. So to play question number 4, you need to choose whether to bank or risk based on the options alone. Big Bird, aka Dan, unfortunately, you have got no points, which means you can't gamble. What a shame. Press the button, Ben. What a shame.
What a shame.
What a shame. Everyone else, though, if you want to risk based on these, you can press the big risk button. Otherwise, your points will go safely into the bank. Remember, if you do risk, you've got to play. Abstention will be treated as wrong if you risk. Good luck. Here are your options for question 4. And only one of them's right. CD. AU. AM. HG. MC. Bank or risk? Few players playing for double points. Graham, you've got 5 points. Graham, you're actually winning at the moment.
Thanks.
You've got 5 points in the bank. Everyone else is, apart from Big Bird, who couldn't risk on this question, is having a risk. Let's take a look at the question. Name an element that is liquid at room temperature. Hey, it's a sea of green. Graham, you are no longer winning. I'm sorry to tell you. It's a tremendous shame. HG, which is mercury, I believe. CD is cadmium. AU is gold. AM, americium, I think. And MC, moscovium, possibly? Someone who's cleverer than me will be able to tell me in the chat. But yes, HG, which is mercury, is indeed a liquid at room temperature. Let's put the points in the bank. JR, Nando, and Risky Business with 20 points, the maximum, as we go to another set. 5 options here. 4, I got them all. Hooray for me. 4 correct answers, 2 points if you can find one. Here they are. Dagger of Xi'an. Mjolnir. Triangle of Light. Infarda Stone. Atlantean Scion. Name an artifact that appears in a Tomb Raider game. Oh dear. There's an awful lot of boing considering there's only one wrong answer there. Yes, JR stumbled onto it. The Triangle of Light was the MacGuffin in the movie with Angelina Jolie. The 2001 movie was the Triangle of Light. Mjolnir was the MacGuffin in Tomb Raider Underworld. The Dagger of Xi'an was Tomb Raider 2. The Infarda Stone was Tomb Raider 3. And the Atlantean Scion was the first Tomb Raider game. Very well done. If you got some points out of that one. Another one. 3 correct answers here. 3 points if you can find one. Here they are. Hold up the heavens. Steal 3 of Hesperides' golden apples. Obtain the cattle of Graham. Slay the Gorgon Medusa. Capture the Erymanthian boar. Name a labour of Heracles. I didn't know you had cattle, Graham.
No, I didn't do that.
Greetings, Shapes. Appreciate the moral support. Hope Manchester is treating you well. Should have gone for your own cattle. You should have known Heracles had to come and get your cattle. The cattle of Geryon and Hesperides' golden apples and the Erymanthian boar were amongst the 12 labours of Heracles. Hold up the heavens, which Dan went for. That he temporarily held up the heavens because Atlas was condemned to hold up the heavens, but Heracles temporarily held them up while Atlas went and picked some apples off the tree. The Hesperides' golden apples, but he didn't. It wasn't one of the labours, even though he did do it as a part of it. But it wasn't one of the labours itself. And the Gorgon Medusa, that was Perseus who slew the Gorgon Medusa. Well done. If you got some points there, on we go. And by the way, I have no host notes. I'm doing all of. I'm just riffing all of these. They're all ad hoc. Let's take a look at the next question. There are only 2 correct answers here. 5 points if you can find one. You do not have to play. Options are Helmholtz Watson, Fanny Crown, lol, Lenina Mond, Bernard Crown, Darwin Hoover. Name a character from the Aldous Huxley novel Brave New World. Let's see where my dog has gone. I will return. Sorry, I just went to get a Scooby snack for the bear. Because I'm always a bit cautious when he's not there. There you go, Billy. And we'll, I think I'll go with the green screen down for a bit. Well, I think we've established the green screen is not one of the root causes, Graham. So, yeah, Fanny Crown and Helmholtz Watson. I've never read Brave New World, so I can't give you any more information on that. But well done if you got some points. A lot of people abstaining. Can't say I blame you. So, Jonathan and Big Bird will not be able to gamble on this last question, but if you want to gamble, there's only one correct answer, and it will be one of these. Take a look. Tchaikovsky, Handel, Chopin, Beethoven, Mozart. Bank or risk? Okay, just the 2 having a go. Riff and JR. Riff with 5, JR risking 3. Everyone else's points have gone into the bank. Where on earth? No one handles Handel like Handel handles Handel. Well, absolutely. Let's see where this question goes. Good luck. Here it is. Name a composer who did not write an opera. So 4 of them wrote operas, 1 of them did not. We want the one who did not write an opera. Not that one, JR. It is that one, Riff. Very well played. Chopin, who's famous for writing piano music, did not write an opera. Handel wrote many, Xerxes, Acis and Galatea, various others. Tchaikovsky, was it The Queen of Spades, I think, was Tchaikovsky's opera? Beethoven only wrote 1 opera, it was called Fidelio, and Mozart wrote lots, Don Giovanni, Die Zauberflöte, Marriage of Figaro, and Così fan tutti, etc., etc. Messiah isn't an opera, Riff, it's an oratorio, but Handel did write lots of operas as well. I think he wrote Messiah because he was banned from writing operas at the time. Opera had been banned, and so he wrote something that was basically an opera but religious. Well done to Riff getting some points. Let's pop them into the bank. He has the lead with 30. Queen of Spades. Ah, yes, he did. Yes, that's where I know that information from. Not because I know a thing about Tchaikovsky. Right, one more set, starting with these 5 options. 4 of them are correct. 2 points if you can find one. Here they are. Sword. Rope. Revolver. Lead piping. Candlestick. Name a murder weapon in the board game Cluedo. Oh, Dan, really? Come on, Jonathan. You haven't even got anything at risk here, Jonathan. You might as well have a guess. Yeah, Dan, that was no. There was no sword in Cluedo. Rope, revolver, lead piping, candlestick, and the other ones were grenade and strychnine or something. Totally not concentrating. Never. I can't remember what the other ones were, but yeah, there's 4. Sword is not one. I think dagger is one, which is maybe where you're getting confused. There's a dagger, I think, Dan, but no sword. Right, another one. 3 options here. If you can find one, 3 points if you do. George Osborne, Kenneth Clark, Nigel Lawson, James Callaghan, Margaret Thatcher. Name somebody who has only ever held one of the 4 great offices of state. Strychnine is a Russian version of Cluedo, yes, very much so. Oh, Dan! What are you doing? Yeah, George Osborne was Chancellor and only Chancellor. Maggie Thatcher was Prime Minister and only Prime Minister. Nigel Lawson, I forget, I think he might have been Foreign Secretary. but he was only one. Ken Clark was Chancellor and Home Secretary, I think, and James Callaghan is the only person to date who has been all four: Home Secretary, Foreign Secretary, Chancellor, and Prime Minister. And he didn't last long as Prime Minister, and now he's dead, so doesn't mind quite so much. Very good. If you got some points there, most players on 5. Another opportunity to get 5 points here if you can find one of the 2 correct answers to this. Italy, England, Sweden, China, Brazil. Name a country that has hosted the Women's World Cup, accurate as of, I think, 2023. It's fine, the question is still in date. JR, not going to take that risk. 4 people getting up to 10 points, and Dalton, Jonathan, Graham and Big Bird all wiping out back to zeros. Yeah, Sweden, China. China in 2007, Sweden in 1995. England, Brazil are hosting in 2027, England in 2035, or England, Northern Ireland, Scotland and Wales, and Italy aren't even on the docket. They do not show. So, good. That question is just about still in date, which is good. Bad luck if you've wiped out. An opportunity to double your points if you want to play on this question. Here are your options. 46, 102, 67, 3, 34. Bank or risk? Okay, 4 people having a risk. Riff, ABME, Ben and JR looking to double up their points. After this question, we'll go to Graham for an update, but here is your question for double points. Name a number that is the sum of 2 squares. Nope, ABB can't get there. ABB going 67. Unfortunately, it's 34, which is the sum of 3 squared and 5 squared, 25 plus 9. The other ones are not sums of squares. You wipe out there, ABB. Very bad luck. Let's put the points in the bank and check out the scores at the end of round 1. Yeah, 6-7 before it was a thing. So at the end of the first round, Riff is in the lead with 50, Ben and Nando both have 35, JR is in third with 30, AB, me and Dalton are on 15, Jonathan and Graham are on 10, and Dan is yet to score, but there's still big points available as we move to the next round. Before we do, here's my little friend Graham. Would you like to give us an update for the group?
Yeah, your GPU hasn't got above 40 degrees since you've been doing all this. It's saying off the documentation for your graphics card, idle range is 30 to 35. Passive is 40 to 50 degrees. We've worked your GPU harder when not doing this.
Really? Right.
So what I'm saying is your GPU's had an easier time doing what you're doing now than when we were messing about getting things ready.
Admittedly, Risky Business isn't a particularly intensive game. It's all UI. There's no assets and stuff, so there's not much going on there.
There's not much going on, but
who knows? Well,
who knows? But your temperatures are right. It's not using much or anything. You're at 40% GPU usage.
All seems within tolerance and perfectly healthy.
Yeah.
I'm being told Graham needs a segment. Rushmead says they'd like to see Graham do the weather.
Yeah, I can do the weather, yeah. I'm in Wales. It's just raining.
It's grey. Grey and wet.
It's just grey. It's just grey, yeah.
Well, thank you for the update for the group, Graham. We'll have a chat with you again a bit later on. For now, we are going to move on to round 2. Again, Dan, Apex is all UI based. I mean, there's a little bit more going on under the hood in terms of code is working a little bit harder, but there's not a huge amount of graphical intensity required for that game. There's things like the pyramid and the escape artist where there's 3D assets where it has to work a little harder. But Purge test game could be a useful thing to do. We'll see what time we've got. Sophsly Bob, welcome to the stream, just in time for the board game. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And yeah, the board game, pick as many answers as you think are right, but if you find even one wrong one, you wipe out. There might be as many as 7, and this is some of my finest work, I believe, in this, certainly in board 2 and board 3. So let's see how we get on as we look at our first board. 5 points for each correct answer, but remember, a single wrong answer and you will wipe out. You must press submit before the end, and once you've submitted, you can't undo. Here are your options for your first board. Eminem, Roland Emmerich, Cher, Lionel Richie, Peter Capaldi, David Bowie, Elon Musk, Joe Pesci, Sir Ian McKellen. Identify the people who have won an Academy Award. Yeah, Moneybox was one of the ones we tried, AB Me. Problem with Moneybox is that we can't actually go into the game without having players in the lobby, and we don't want to fart about with bringing in spoofing players in and stuff, but yeah, it's that is sort of the ultimate apex of litmus tests, really, because Moneybox is fairly intensive because it's such a poorly optimized studio. Right, and Ben is going to wait until the very last second before pressing submit, such is his want. So we'll just we'll and now the weather with Graham Rhodes.
Still great.
Thanks, Graham. Back to the studio. We should do that more often. I want a video of you that I can just pop up and say, and now over to Graham for the weather. Yep, still in Wales, still great. Thanks, Graham. Oh, dear me, we've not had much luck there. Riff getting 2, Ben getting 2, AB Me getting 1. So your wrong answers there. Roland Emmerich, David Bowie, Ian McKellen, and Elon Musk, obviously, because he's not an actor. So some people may be thinking, oh, maybe, but no. Roland Emmerich, he does disaster movies like Independence Day and The Day After Tomorrow. Not exactly highbrow fodder. David Bowie, you might have thought I've got an original song or something, or possibly an acting gong, but alas not. And Sir Ian McKellen, I think, is perhaps one of the greatest actors to have never won an Academy Award. He's been nominated once or twice, I believe, though I might be wrong on that as well. In fact, I'm just going to check with my notes. How many times has Ian McKellen been nominated for an Oscar? I think he's more of a theatre actor, isn't he? He's been nominated twice for Gods and Monsters in 1998 and Best Supporting Actor in The Fellowship of the Ring in 2001, but he has never won. Cher won for, I want to say, what's the cabaret thing, possibly. Peter Capaldi actually won a writing gong, I think, for a best short film before he was famous. Joe Pesci, I think, was it Goodfellas that Joe Pesci was in?
I think it was Goodfellas.
It's Goodfellas or Casino, one of them. Lionel Richie, I think, must have won a Best Original Song, and Eminem was for 8 Mile. Again, most of these are sort of Best Original Songs. So there you go. That's the highbrow board. Let's put the points into the bank. Greg, yeah, he's like my Susie Dent. He's my pointless friend. That's what he's going to be. He's now over to my pointless friend Graham to tell us more. You'll enjoy. I think this is the board you'll enjoy very, very much, Graham. So have a look at this, as will everyone else in the chat. Let's take a look. Options are. Oh no, it's the next one, but you'll like this one too. Thou art as fat as butter. Mine eyes smell onions. I am sick when I do look on thee. I proffer thee a bag for thine face. Get thee to a nunnery. Doth the man have radishes for ears? Let's kill all the lawyers. Thine face is not worth sunburning, and you Banbury cheese. Identify the genuine Shakespearean lines. Some of those are things what Shakespeare wrote. 2 of them I made up. Or maybe more. Maybe less. No, it won't be less. Might be more. See you writing, you Banbury cheese. Well, at least 2 of them I made up. I can tell you, at least one player is wiping out. So it's going for a quick reminder at some point. Blind Date. Here's our Graham with a quick recap. Yes. Did you watch Blind Date, Graham? You must have. Here's our Graham with a quick recap. I wasn't lying. I did only make up 2 of them, and the rest were there. I proffer thee a bag for thine face. And doth the man have radishes for ears? Those were made up by me. All of the rest are genuine Shakespearean lines, and yet only 2 people managed to get points. Well done, Big Bird, getting points on the board. 15 for finding 3 of them. Thou art... let's find out what they're all from. As fat as butter. It's probably from Henry V or something. Henry IV, part 1. Mine eyes smell onions. Is from All's Well That Ends Well. I am sick when I do look on thee is from A Midsummer Night's Dream. Get thee to a nunnery, I happen to know, is from Hamlet. Let's Kill All the Lawyers. I've actually got this on a fridge magnet. I've got 2 Shakespearean fridge magnets. One of them is Have We No More Wine Here, which is Coriolanus, I think. And Let's Kill All the Lawyers, which is from Henry VI, part 2. Thine Face is Not Worth Sunburning is from Henry V. And You Banbury Cheese, presumably another history one, given Banbury is a Britishy place. You Banbury Cheese. Shakespeare. Merry Wives of Windsor. So yes, very much British. So well done to AB and Big Bird for getting some points. Let's pop them in the bank. Right, this is the one, Graham. This feels like it's very much in your wheelhouse. So let's see how you get on with this. Here are your options. Great Snoring, Skidmark Close, Shitterton, The Devil's Arse, Folking Hill, Fuckery on Sea, Cocking, Twat, Little Ballsack. Identify the genuine British places. Some of those are real, some of those are made up. Find the real ones. You going for it? Oh, he's gone for 4. 4 is the most we've seen so far. For Ben and Big Bird. I feel like Big Bird will do well here as well. Whiskey Business After Dark. Yes, quite. Let's just refresh the event viewer. Colonel General, nothing since 1638. Applications. Running fine. There was a warning on VP script. Don't know what that's about though. And the system, yeah, no system warning since 4:30. Just gone. Oh, Jonathan and Big Bird wiping out there. So wrong answer. Skidmark Close, Fuckery on Sea, and Little Ballsack. Those are not places in the UK. But all the rest are. The Devil's Arse is, I think there's a nice walk somewhere. Folking Hill is about an hour from me. Shitterton, that's quite funny. Twat, I think, is in Scotland. Cocking is about 30 minutes down the road from me. It's not far at all. And, of course, Great Snoring. All wonderful places. Quite a few twats, aren't there? I think there are quite a few twats. It is known. Right, let's put the points in the bank and check out the scores at the end of round 2. Griff still with the lead, 75. Ben's in second with 55. And then we've got a 3-way between AB, me, JR and Nando. Ooh, 50 points apiece. Graham, you are leading the charge amongst the KPX Massive. Tied up with Dalton on 30. Big Bird has 15. Jonathan and Sofsly are on 10. But still 128 points. Yeah, sorry, KPX Massive. That's a thing now. I just said that. Anyway, here's our Graham with a quick recap.
Yeah, it's not great.
Thanks, Graham. How's PC doing, Graham? It's looking good. Thanks, Graham. Well, Family Guy on you, yeah, but still sat at 39% with all the bells and whistles. So onwards, next game. It's this or that. 7 seconds to answer the 50-50 question. The more you get right in a row, the more points the questions are worth. 120 if you can get a perfect round of 15 correct, which means it's still anyone's game. Best of luck. Question number 1. This or that. I'm expecting a sea of green here. Tom or Jerry? Which is a cat? Oh, Jonathan. That's the problem with the kids these days. They haven't seen any of the classic cartoons. Am I right, Graham?
You are absolutely correct.
Very disappointing. Tom is the cat, Jerry is the mouse. On we go. Question 2, this or that options are. Prince Harry. Prince William. Who's older? Final Smelly, another sea of green. That's what we like to see. Prince William, the heir to the throne of Great Britain and the Commonwealth, etc. Prince Harry is the spare, the so-called spare. I knew that one. He was on a tandem this week. On we go. Question 3. This or that. Options are flush or straight. In poker, which is the higher hand? Texas Hold'em poker, generally speaking. And when you should have yanged, it's a flush. Flush is higher than a straight, statistically less likely to be hit. Well done if you got that. Question number 4. This or that. Options are Cheers, Dallas. Which ad first? It's Dallas. Dalton putting 6 into the bank there. We've got 4 players on a maximum of 10. Remember, you can bank at any time. Just leave it blank and they'll be safely into the bank, but you start rebuilding from 1. Don't feel obligated to answer every question because you will be risking points. So, Graham, you've got 10 at risk at the moment. Let's see if you can hang on to them, increase them, or if you're going to lose them. On we go, question 5. This or that. Options are, yeah, abstain to bank is the option. J.C. Bach, J.S. Bach. Who composed during the classical era? Graham, he's not even moved his hands away from it. He's having absolutely none of that. He's putting 10 points in the bank. J.C. Bach, who was the son of J.S. Bach. J.S. Bach was a Baroque composer. J.C. Bach was classical. Well done. Let's put Graham's 10 into the bank. Takes you up to 40. We've still got 3 players with a maximum of 15. As we get to question 6, this or that. Options are Euston Road, Bow Street. In standard UK Monopoly, which is orange? Dan, not playing enough games at Christmas times. Bow Street. Bow Street is orange. Euston Road is light blue, I believe, along with Pentonville Road and the Angel Islington. Bow Street paired with Marlborough Avenue and Vine Street, I think. Well done. Jonathan putting a point into the bank. Let's pop it in there. Still 3 players with the maximum as we go to question number 7. This or that. Options are... We've already kicked off at that point. That's fair enough. Flickit Underpass, Tickle Cock Bridge, which is in Yorkshire. We've gone back to game night after dark. Tickle Cock Bridge is in Yorkshire. Flickit Underpass, I think, is something I made up. Riff, AB, me and Nando putting their 21 into the bank. Ben now with the risk lead. Let's pop the points in the bank. Interesting test pack. Welcome on in, oh. Hey. Yeah, it's a hardware test more than anything, just making sure stream stays alive. On we go. Question number 8. This or that. Options are green, red. Mike Dirnt performs in a band with which colour in its name? Green Day is who it is. Green Day. Yeah, not Simply Red or any other red band. Ben losing 6, Graham losing 3, Socially losing 3, and Big Bird banking 1. Let's put it in the bank. Bang that massive 1. It could make all the difference. Riff on 96 as we go to question number 9. This or that. Options are glove, mitt. Who ran for US President in 2012? Hey, it's a sea of green. That's what we like to see. It was, of course, Mitt Romney, as opposed to Glove Watson, or whoever else is called Glove. And they do have some odd names in America. Mitt. I don't know what that's short for, but yeah, I don't know anyone in the UK called Mitt. But there we go. On we go. Question 10. This or that. Options are correct at the time of writing. Chelsea, Arsenal. Edouard Mendy played for which team? Oh, it's past tense anyway. It's a sport ball question. And Jonathan putting 6 in the bank. Graham putting 1 in the bank. Socially putting 1 in. AB me losing 3. Ben losing 1. Chelsea was the answer with 5 questions to go. Riff has the lead with 96. Oh, it's close between Nando and AB me with 71 each. Ben on 55. Who's going to win out of the KPX slot? We've got 3 representatives of KPX here. Let's see who's going to come out on top for bragging rights. As we go to question number 11, this or that. Options are deck, Or Ant. That feels so wrong. In UK Scrabble, which is worth 3 points? Ant. So each of those letters is worth 1 point, whereas D is worth 2, I believe. E is worth 1 and C is worth 3. But technically it'd be worth no points because deck isn't a valid Scrabble word. So Ant would get you 3. Big Bird banking 3 there. Few players losing points. Riff losing 6. Nando and JR tied for 10 at risk at the moment. As we go to question number 12, this or that. Options are Weaver, Jackie. Which is a city in Alabama?
There's no authority here, Jackie Weaver. No authority at all.
Oh, Graham! you have no power here, Alabama. It's Weaver is the answer. On we go. 3 questions left. Riff still with the bank lead, but Nando, with 15 points of risk, could overtake. If he banks now, would be on 86. Could potentially overtake Riff. Let's see what happens as we go to question 13. This or that. Options are argon, carbon dioxide, which is the 3rd most abundant gas in our atmosphere. Not that one, Graham. Argon is the answer. Carbon dioxide is less abundant. Whoa, what was that noise, Dexter? Are you knocking over my green screen? I think he just knocked over the green screen thing. It's probably fine. Big noise behind me. Argon was the answer. On we go. JR and Nando with 21 points of risk and Riff up to 96. I think Riff got that one wrong, actually. So 96 in the bank. Ooh. Next question. 2 questions to go. 2 questions to go. Nando is going to be looking for a steal, but he does need the next 2 questions correct. Let's see what happens as we go to question number 14. This or that. Options are Mac. Who is the knife? Hey, I see you green. Mac with a K. Mac with an H is the speed of sound. Mac 1. So yes, Mac the knife. Oh, the shark babe has such teeth, dear. Love that. Right, now let's look at the potential scores. So Nando, you could bank now and you would already win. You'd get 99 and Riff, if he banks now, would be on 97. But if Riff plays, he would also, and gets it right, he would also be on 99. So Nando, here's where you've got to ask yourself. If you bank, you can get the worst you'll do is a tied gold. So it depends if you want a clean gold or not. Sharing is caring. But yeah, all you need to do is bank and you can guarantee gold, Nando, but it depends if you want it on your own, if you want to potentially share it with Riff. It depends how Riff does. So maybe you want to wait and see if Riff answers first of all before you make your decision. All about the love. Let's find out what happens. Question number 15. This or that. Options are nice game show one to finish. 15-1 or University Challenge. Which has the highest ever score? Nando is not going to risk it. JR finishes with the maximum risk streak of 30, or the highest risk streak of 36. It's University Challenge, which was about 420 something, I think. 15-1, the highest you can get is 40 times. Oh no, maybe 15-1 is the maximum 420. 15-1 is 433. That's right. University Challenge is like 600 and something. I knew there was one of them was a 400. 433 is 15-1. University Challenge has been higher. So let's put the points in the bank and check out the scores at the end of the game. Look at that. It's a tie. Nando and Riff tying it up for the gold medal with 99. JR takes the silver with 86 and AB Me takes the bronze with 71. And to the KPX Massive, the chief, the champ, is my pointless friend Graham. GG, Grandad.
Still great.
And an update for the group. How's the PC holding up?
Yeah, it's actually cooler than it was on the last game. So.
I don't know what's going on. We haven't even changed that much.
No, nothing in the event viewer.
Nothing at all.
Has the system actually updated itself in the event viewer?
1638 was my last update in system.
Okay, so that has caught up and done something.
It's done something. Applications are still logging. 1758 was my last application event. I mean, I'll try closing it and reopening it. We'll get a spike now. Event viewer. Let's just double check. But system, yeah, 1638 was the last thing that happened. I don't know, mate.
That event viewers, that system doesn't seem right. It's just not logging things. But that could be just Windows being shitty Windows.
Could be. But in terms of the hardware itself, it all looks stable.
It all looks good.
And it's updating, so it's not just like it's stuck at something. And we've got hardware monitor and task manager, so we can corroborate between two. Well, yeah. Maybe it's just you being here, Graham.
It might be, yeah.
We should just have you as my pointless friend every stream, and all will be well.
Yeah.
Right, time for a quick lottery or Thunderball, and let's roll the credits, and I will see you in just a moment. Oh yeah, I've got the stream decks are broken, so let's go to that one. Yay, credits.
Shoobity whoopity 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 whoop. Whoop shawong. Whoop shawody 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 whoop. Shoobity whoopity 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 whoop. Whoop shawong. Whoop shawody 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 whoop. Whoop shawong. Whoop shawong. Shoobity whoopity 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 whoop-a-doo now.
Sometimes I'm playing a shit game called Ranch Simulator.
Right, we're live again now.
We're live. I don't know. That's you've altered it, and it's not breaking.
But it didn't always break last time, but it did after a couple of hours. But I mean, we were doing what, 45 minutes worth of bandwidth testing, which is basically the same as stream, and now we've just run a full game without even a hiccup.
And everything stays stable, not even a single spike.
And I'm going to kill the current game now, so Risky Business is going to go away.
Yeah.
And the GPU is going to drop immediately to 32. So, for those of you who are interested in seeing what we're seeing, I can't actually share it without moving things around and changing graphics captures, but yeah, it's all very confusing. But it's working.
Yeah.
We'll see if it works tomorrow.
Was there a chance that there was anything uncapped on the frame rate before? Are you 100% sure?
No, because the only things I've rebuilt have been the green screen scene and the operator, and we've added VSync count as 0 to both of those. But I didn't change. I mean, I've lowered the frame rate even further now to 30 FPS, but no, it's they were capped at 60 before, and Risky Business is still capped at 60. So,
and what was your refresh rate on your monitors?
Oh, I couldn't tell you that. Shall we find out?
Yeah, I'm wondering whether the VSync just was going mental.
Is this device manager that I want for this?
Yeah.
Generic monitor, that one. So the 4K refresh rate. Oh, it doesn't say. Where would it say my refresh rate?
Let's have a look.
Oh, would it be on display settings?
In the NVIDIA control panel, so if you right click and go NVIDIA control panel, and then click your monitors.
NVIDIA, I'll go through the start menu. NVIDIA control panel.
Right click anywhere on the Windows desktop, and it should come up straight away. NVIDIA control panel.
I've got the control panel open. There you go. You can have a look at it. Change resolution. There we go.
Yeah, go inside there. So every time you
60.
click them on there, it should give you your refresh rate.
Yeah, 60 hertz.
60. Don't know.
Don't know. It would work with computers, eh?
Yeah. What are you, fucking lunatic?
Absolutely. Well, we've got through it, and it's all seemed happy. Shall we do something with 3D, like the lottery? Oh no, lottery, come over here. You want to go onto this monitor now. Right, who wants a lottery? Oh, Graham, you could be the voice of the balls.
I don't know what to do with the voice of the balls.
You just have to say the numbers.
Oh, I can do that.
What do you guys want? Do you want Thunderball or lottery? Or you should choose, Graham. What should we play, Thunderball or lottery?
Thunderball, I reckon.
Thunderball?
I've not said anyone.
Alright.
Thunderball.
Thunderball. Oh, here's a message from our sponsor, G. Eisens.
I choose balls.
You choose
Hut
balls.
601 smug.
Thank you for the 100 bits there, G. Eisens. Much appreciated. And welcome to the stream. Right, let's have some balls then. We have to click the button which is titles and credits. Let's do that. It is Friday evening. We are live from the Game Night Control Centre, and it is time for the Friday night bonus Thunderball draw. PGLN is the code you need, and here's Graham. What you can do, Graham, once they've been drawn, you can call them out in ascending numerical order. How's that?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah. just give me my cue.
Yes, I will give you your cue. And a message from our sponsor, Owen Dalton.
Don't put your balls in the machine. They'll shrink.
Don't put your balls in the machine, they'll shrink. They will indeed. Thank you for the 5-month subscription there, Owen Dalton. Very grateful to you. Oh, and here's another resub coming in from BC, this time with Prime. Thank you for the 29-month resubscription there, BC. And so no one is obligated to subscribe or give bits, but it's very much appreciated when you do, and welcome on in all of y'all. So Sleep Bob, if you're still in the stream, welcome to the server. I'm just about to give you the roles that you need. There's the members role, and there's the streams role. Welcome on into the server. You can now get access to everything. Hooray! Right, a couple more minutes to come join, or a couple more seconds to come and join. I'm going to join as well. Oh, this will be interesting. And when I join with the universal controller, see if that amps up the GPU usage.
Yeah.
Ben, and the room code is PGLN. PGLN. There we go. Lucky dip for all. Hopefully get better luck than last night. Oh, it seems fine. Right, let's hide that room code. Now let's start the machine. Tonight we're using a Lancelot and set of balls number 3. Here's what you could win this evening, or this afternoon, I suppose, on the Thunderball draw. Best of luck to you all. Let's release those big money balls. And the blue balls, in they go. And real success to everyone. Let's start the draw. Okay. First machine at is number 39. 4th appearance for that in the main Thunderball draw. We last saw it Thursday, the 27th of November. And the next one. It's number 13. 7th appearance in the main Thunderbolt draw. We last saw that Thursday, the 12th of February. People are going to be like, why were there some balls drawn on Friday the next time they come up? Why do we have a Thunderbolt draw on a Friday? This is a very odd thing to do. On we go. The third ball out tonight is that one there, number 4. 6th appearance for that. We last saw it Thursday, the 12th of March, just last week. 2 more from this first machine before we go to our second for the Red Thunderbolts. Here it is. OBS is taking up like 20% of the 40% that's being used, which seems odd. Number 3 is next. 4th appearance for that in the main Thunderbolt draw. Last appeared Thursday, the 5th of March. Start stream, do the ball draw, and then kill stream. Pretty wild. There's one bouncing around furiously in there. Let's take a look at the 5th ball tonight. It's that one there, number 11. 2nd appearance in the main Thunderbolt draw. We last saw it on Thursday, the 9th of October. So those are the 5 balls of the main Thunderbolt draw. I've got a couple of lines with 2 on, so a 12 or a 4 now would be very nice. Let's start the second machine. And remind you of what you could win. And let's hope that it's a great success for you as we release the Thunderbolts. There you go. 3 or 6 for Nando. Let's see. Well, I'll see what we can do. Good luck. Let's pick a Thunderball. And tonight, oh, we're having a misdraw. We're going to try again. Second time lucky. Yes, we've got one that time. It's number 8. And in case you missed any of that, here's our Graham with a quick recap of those balls, once again in ascending numerical order.
My Thunderbolt's still spinning. What was it, 8?
Pro.
Still spinning.
You have to say them in order. Quick!
3, 4, 11, 13, 39. Thunderball is 8.
What a pro!
Yeah.
What a pro!
Voice of an angel.
Oh, goodness me. Let's see who got lucky there. Ben, Nando, and Jonathan with 1 number and the Thunderball getting 500 pennies each. Absolutely seamless. Absolutely seamless. Professional stream. Absolutely. And those are the big numbers on big winners on a single line. Bigger overall winners. Not many tonight. Nando getting 1,000. Ben getting 750. Dalton getting 600. Jonathan, Sofsley, and myself all getting 500 pennies. They have been written to the penny bank. And all was well. Well, how long have we been streaming for? How long have we been live? Over an hour.
Over an hour.
Not a hint of any drama at all.
No. I think use your frame rate somewhere. I think someone was just overriding it, just going, I'll use whatever the fuck I want.
But what's interesting is that the built games like the lottery and Risky Business that we've done, they haven't had VSync set to 0 and they're still capped at 60 rather than 30. But is it enough because of the operator and the green screen because they're always there? Is it maybe that there was just too many?
Maybe it doesn't lie. Maybe we do another show at some point. We'll do tomorrow, and then Sunday, if we do something small, and we go back to the way they was and see if we can get it to crash.
Yeah. Try and repro it breaking.
Yeah, because that's what you need. You need to be able to get this breaking consistently, and then we can just change things one by one. And
yeah.
Then know where we are.
Rather than formatting my C drive and reinstalling Windows, which I should probably do at some point anyway, but maybe not quickly tonight. Not right now. Well, let's roll those Thunderball credits, and then you and I can wrap up, Graham.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Good plan. Here are some credits, everyone. Do you have chickens? Oh no, on the farm simulator you have
On the
chickens.
farm simulator. So it's yeah, but I'm wondering, yours is very similar behaviour.
Well, it has been an experience. Fun streaming on a Friday. Don't forget, everybody, you can go and get more quiz tonight on our friend Ash the Bash's channel, who you should all totally go and follow. Shout out AT_Bash, because he is streaming in about what's the time, Graham?
18:14. So what's that? 40 minutes past 6.
6:15. Thanks, Graham. Ash is streaming in just under 2 hours at 8 o'clock UK time. So, Listwitz, hello, welcome to the stream. You should go and follow him because you will get even more quiz with an even more stable system than mine. We're going to keep monitoring this and see what happens. We are also going to raid in the here and now. What do you fancy, Graham? You can pick the raid. I might even let you pick the raid message. I'll get the shortlist together and then you can pick your favourite raid message. So, yeah, lovely to see you, listeners. It's been a while. You're welcome anytime. To say I don't normally stream at this time, but we're doing some hardware testing. So, my little friend in the phone, I quite like that. Silly smelly animal, I like that a lot. Disabled hags, I like that.
Silly smelly animal wins.
I haven't even finished shortlisting yet. Graham's Thunderballs, I quite like that. Yeah, okay, so that's my shortlist of 4. My little friend in the phone, silly smelly animal, disabled hags, or Graham's Thunderballs. Which do you like?
Who said about my Thunderballs?
I'd rather not say at this time.
I quite like it if someone likes my Thunderballs as much as I do. But the dog will still wins.
I think the dog still wins, yeah. Silly, smelly animal. I really like that. So, it's consolation. My little friend in the phone was for Lupine 1. You get some bonus pennies. Disabled Hags is for Dalton. You get some bonus pennies. Graham's Thunderballs comes from Dan Jones. He gets some bonus pennies as well. Which means the raid message this afternoon is going to be Silly Smelly Animal. That is going to Rushmead, our friend from the KPX Massive. That's going to be the episode title, Silly Smelly Animal. You hear that, Dexter? You're famous. Oh, he's asleep and doesn't care. Right. Graham and I are going to go and do evening things. Might catch you on Ash's stream later on. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming out at extremely short notice. And I hope you have fun with Risky Business Pack. Congratulations to our winners, Riff and Nando. And big thanks to my little friend in the phone, that's Graham, for coming and monitoring, spending some time with me this afternoon. Everything seems to be working just fine now, but we will continue to monitor and see what happens moving forwards. I think that's a good plan, right, Graham?
That is a good plan. That is a good plan. Thanks all.
Fantastic. Right, we're going to go and raid probably Flage in Lounge, or Nico is doing Mugenics. I think I will give you to Nico, and that'll be well. And I might see you at Ash's stream. Don't forget, tomorrow for Cryptex and the other one. What else we do? Is it more Risky Business tomorrow? What are we playing tomorrow, Graham? It is more Risky Business. Cryptex by Stimson and Risky Business by Arun. Non-zero chance we'll have some more of the Drain as well, because that's had some changes too, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks for playing. Thanks to Graham. Until next time, be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe. You've been watching Game Night with me, Royal Flush, and my little friend in the phone, Graham. Take care. Peace out.
Yeah.
And good night.